Because it's not really a game. It's just a reorganized ROM hack.
Yeah. You're right.
This is the basis where people think you're mad if you beat this game. No, you're not. You're just got a lot of time to kill.
There's way too much. There's way too much trial and error in this.
That's exactly what it is. You're not mastering a game just by replaying it and getting better on your own merits. You're just remembering where all the fuck-ups are. And this is, I take our word for it, this is win.
Now we know the inspiration for I Want to Be the Guy came from. This game.
No, this is the basis of all ROM hacks.
Well, I Want to Be the Guy?
Porn. Anyway.
Why, I Want to Be the Guy?
No, just the basis of all ROM hacks. How do you make a game harder?
How do you make a game harder by means of stupidity?
Yeah.
Give it a condom.
What?
I don't know why I found that funny. But
that went over my head. I'm hurt. Trust me, folks. The Resident Evil remake commentary will be a lot better than this. I assure you.
Yeah, we are doing the Resident Evil. We are doing a Resident Evil remake after this. So the list is being changed up a bit.
Oh wait, I could have sworn that was a Blue Koopa.
But don't get us wrong, folks. The Burning Man Chronicles will still go on.
I could have sworn that was a Blue Koopa for a minute there.
Cooper? No!
Hang on, Mr. Cooper. The show was canceled.
No, Cooper was the Blue Koopa in Paper Mario one.
Isn't there a fucking item here? Oh, fucking fine, of course. Should I take it?
No.
Okay, you're right.
Why'd I say that?
Why'd you ask?
Well, the level gave up.
Fuck, we're done.
The budget ran out.
You know, come to think of it,
there we are.
There was. I wonder who the genius was that decided this game should not get localized. What the fuck happened to him?
Miyamoto.
Miyamoto was the guy who
No, I
decided
thought
it
it was
should be
Nintendo
localized.
of America. I thought it shouldn't get too tall.
Anyway.
That's
all, folks.
It was Nintendo of America that decided that it shouldn't get localized because American gamers would find it too fucking hard.
No, I think American gamers will find this too fucking stupid.
I just think, but to me, not exporting a game because it's too hard is a real stupid excuse.
Yeah.
That is, but exporting it because it's really just the same thing reorganized is a bad sale.
That's a poison mushroom, by the way. Don't grab that.
Like, there was actually this kid on YouTube. He called himself "quote unquote" a game reviewer. And,
Johnny.
Elliot, is there something you want to tell me? I don't know. What were you saying?
But he was a quote unquote game reviewer.
Fuck you, man. What was your review in this game? I did too.
No.
What was he saying?
No, he was actually reviewing. He was actually reviewing Contra.
Is that poisonous?
That's poisonous too.
And he called it a bad game just because of the difficulty it has.
That's reasonable.
But difficulty is usually a subjective matter, though.
No, not necessarily.
Like, Contra is a fun type of hard, you know? It's not.
Yeah,
there's fun type of hard, and then there's stupid type of hard. Fun type of hard is something like. I can't even think of a good example. Not Contra.
Yeah,
no.
That's a fun kind of hard game.
It's a pain in my ass, to be honest.
To an extent.
In other words, when you're playing a game and you keep going forward and you eventually get a really sweet reward for doing so and personal satisfaction, that's a fun type of hard. Games like that include Shin Megami Tensei's, Catherine, and maybe like even a various hard challenge that you complete and you find yourself really feeling good at.
I noticed those games you list are all from Atlas.
I know, right?
I noticed all the games you list are from Atlas.
Yes, because Atlas is hard without being completely unfair.
Well, actually, I kind of noticed that you were looking at John Steck of games when you were naming.
Johnny doesn't
games.
have a Shin Megami Tensei game.
I used to have Catherine, but I traded it back.
Because of how hard it was.
It wasn't hard. I wasn't into the gameplay.
Reasonable.
Right, like, or maybe even something like Shadow of the Colossus. I wouldn't call that
I always wanted to play that.
It's not explicitly hard, but it's fun. Like, difficulty can only... I'm trying to collect my thoughts on that.
That's okay, go ahead.
It's like...
by the way, fuck this jump.
Alright. Difficulty can only go so far for game satisfaction because... Gaming should also be accessible, because gaming is also, as much as any people like to think the otherwise, is a business. If your game sucks, or your idea sucks, it's not getting funded. And nobody wants to work for free.
I think what happened is...
Ellie, I wasn't finished.
Oh, sorry.
Some games, I'm not saying all games should be piss easy, which is what I like about the Mario series, because it's fun, and it's easy to get into, but then actually getting 120... Right, but no, I'm saying, like, even like something like Super Mario Sunshine, getting all 120 shines is a bit of a challenge. But it's a fair challenge, it's a good challenge, you can enjoy.
I agree.
But then you get games like Demon's Souls, which will probably not be the ideal first game you want to get new gamers into.
Well, wait, just to go back to the Sunshine topic. I agree that collecting all 120 shines was a fun, fair challenge.
But the reward sucks.
But the reward fucking sucks, which to me just kind of deteriorated the whole quest.
Well, what exactly was the reward if you get all 100?
Postcard.
Are you serious?
A fucking postcard. That's it.
So, you go on to saving an entire village from...
Well, you don't have to get all 120 signs to get the ending.
Well, like, you save the village.
Like, you save the village, you do community service, and you're free.
And you get is a postcard?
That's all you get. Actually, you get your name cleared, so you don't have to do community service anymore.
But you know, granted, Mario 64's award for 120 stars wasn't exactly stellar in its own right. Because, yeah, you do get the pointless 100 lives from Yoshi, and you get that cool invincible third jump.
I wasn't even aware it made you invincible.
Well, by that point, you're already done the game. I thought I was gonna die there for a second.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it's just...
motherfucker!
I saw that! I saw that! Your leg was like on... Your leg was on the wall!
Why couldn't you pull the... You're not Nairman, Johnny. You can't pull the wall jump.
Yeah,
you're not that awesome.
You're not Ninja Gaiden.
That's Ryu...
Hayabusa.
I don't fucking know. I don't even play this already.
Wait, is that moving faster?
Yes, it is.
This dungeon introduces us to the faster moving fire bars. What are these? I know these things actually have names. I think it's like Potobos or something like that.
I think
Potobos are the fireballs that come out of the Red Sea. Those things.
Yeah, these.
Alright, I'm Mr. Potobo.
Introducing the new Potobo colored DS for your portable gaming.
Now we're at Crown Dot.
Crown Dot.
Oh, really? There's a crown dot?
Yes, you just missed it.
Wow.
Indeed.
I really should.
I'm pretty sure that was not a hexadecimal in the value, but whatever.
What's a hexadecimal?
Hexadecimal, shorthand for binary.
Ah.
0 through 9, A through F.
Gotcha. I think.
Jokes, gotcha.
Gotcha.
Friend of balls.
Right in the ass.
Well, look at it this way. If I was small Mario, I would have died.
By a fire sword up the ass.
Yes.
I technically count them as fire swords. Or very primitive fire swords.
Actually, I don't have to worry about those fireballs hitting me because they won't get high enough.
God, fuck. That one was just enough.
Right on the foot.
Anyway.
Johnny got to make his hot plate.
And a hot plate. I actually used a hot plate once in science class.
That's very interesting, Elliot. That's a very riveting commentary. You won't believe what I used in chemistry class. One time I pissed in a beaker. Anyway.
It wasn't chemistry.
What else would you do?
It was biology.
Whoa, god damn.
In biology, I threw a freaking frog out the window. Kiefer was pissed.
We didn't get the frogs yet.
You actually did do that. I remember you telling me that.
You actually threw a frog out the window?
Yes.
Why?
I was an asshole.
Because he's fucking mad.
I didn't want to cut it open, so surely throwing it out the window was more humane. I heard a little girl scream outside too when I did it. I was like, "Oh shit!"
John, think about you throwing a frog out the window.
Now we're down to Crown Blue Flag lives.
I thought it looked like a heart, a blue heart.
That looked like a blue flag. I saw a little line down and right.
God,
you
damn it! I was scared of the mushroom. I saw my life flash before my eyes.
Wow, and the last thing Johnny sees is all the fire porn you can handle.
I imagine me being married to an Asian woman, and you were there.
Okay, Elliot. Why did you sound like my fantasy? Anyway. I'm joking.
I don't even want to know your fantasies, Matt.
When it involves an Asian woman, now we know.
Watch out for the
Whoa!
Where are we going with this?
I don't know, we went from biology class to Asian chicks.
Whoa!
Fuck you, Bowser. Fuck you, Bowser. Fuck
It's
you,
not really Bowser.
Okay, well...
Fuck you, clone Bowser.
Great Goomba.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
When you just said...
And this is where I cut my losses and screw the
bring
toad.
on the Sarah Palin reference, Elliot.
No, when you said...
There's a Sarah Palin reference coming
What?
up? I didn't even know what Elliot was going
No,
for.
I wasn't even going for a Sarah Palin reference.
I thought he was going to comment on the way I said, oh dear.
Oh dear.
It kind of is, but it's not Sarah Palin.
Well, now I'm going to bring it up.
Like, I
Elliot,
don't...
every time Johnny gives you shit, bring up Fuzzy Meatloaf.
Okay. But, when you just said, oh dear, I thought of Stuart Little.
Oh, Sarah Palin. Okay, what?
Oh dear is not copyrighted to Sarah Palin.
I just thought of Stuart Little when you said, oh dear.
And meanwhile, Johnny gets hit in the back with a hammer.
I haven't seen that movie in years. I'm not gonna make it. Yes, I did.
I couldn't believe that guy was Hugh Laurie. I was like, holy shit.
Oh, right. Again.
And the red piranha plants are now motion sensitive. Now
Now-
we're
now
at
you're-
Crown Wing.
I thought you were at Crown Melted Glacier.
That's a hell of a small glacier, Elliot.
Somebody has more of an imagination now. Oh, good. I didn't even know that was there. Cool.
Fail.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Fighting seizure Italians.
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, we were introduced to them in World Fuck.
World Fuck.
Yeah, we were introduced to World Fuck.
Be careful.
Well, on the way to the orgy at World Fuck, I was meant to red piranha plants, and we had to cross the imagination.
Be careful. I heard there's a lot of tits out there.
Elliot, you said tits. My little man is growing up.
I'm
Anyway.
16.
Oh, you're still young.
Why wouldn't I know the word tits?
I'm surprised you're at 16. You know more than
Back to the
tits.
topic of hand. We're talking about the red piranha plants. The ones that don't wait for Mario when he's
coming, but
shut up.
I was saying when he's coming
Damn
up.
it. All right.
Johnny, you gotta get off World Fuck, man.
You're talking about World Fuck.
I would love to see that happen. Like Nintendo asks you to bring fan submitted worlds.
Yeah, so
And
one,
then that
one
comes
fan
up.
stubs his toe and yells out, "Fuck!" World Fuck, you say?
World Fuck. Your parents help you hook it up.
Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Johnny was trying to bring up 3 times about the piranha plants. They're not motion sensitive. In other words, they don't wait for Mario to pop up, but they also stop when Mario's right on top of them.
They don't sleep. They wait.
Piranha plants have ADHD.
I like that. Well, what a fucking tease putting that fire flower up there.
Johnny, you're supposed to hop off the mushroom. Up, see, no, see, you can get that and feel better about yourself.
I don't want to. Fuck you.
No, thank you.
Fucking wind. Okay, okay.
Well, God's blowing.
Somebody's bringing a lot of wind over there.
Quick, give me a light. Ow! Fuck that section. At least I think I got far enough for a checkpoint anyway. Okay, good.
Aw.
Derp.
Derp. With.
Okay, I understand. Now it's a tease when they get the fire flower, but it's a mushroom. It'll coast along the stage.
Derp.
And Mario is big again, but yet this wind is quite stronger.
Well, I barely made that jump.
Patience will be its own reward.
Patience is a virtue.
I don't have that. Okay. Just take the hit.
Yeah, I was like, I really don't care.
Right in the head.
At least that piranha plant's gonna get a promotion at work. I fit Mario. Yes.
There's dust on my glasses.
Huh?
There's dust on my glasses.
Okay, no, it's good. I thought my text stopped or froze. That would've sucked.
Okay, World 6-2.